Larry Mangum. Please welcome Larry Mangum to the stage.
Thank you. I would like to start off with a medley of my hits, but I don't have any. I thought maybe this was going to be it. It was inspired by the great David Mallet. He's really famous up in the Northeast, and I thought, well, when I play this song for him, he's surely going to invite me on the road. I'm going to be big time in the Northeast. So I played it for David. He said, good song. But lo and behold, David and I will be playing at Olivia's January 25th. So y'all come see us, okay? 53 Black Buick, Hank on the radio, headed down to Grandma's on the Carolina country road. Daddy in a white shirt, Mom in her blue dress, dreaming out the window in a fairy tale's caress. And these are the days of our life, like shooting stars in the night. Just a glimpse and then it's over. We gotta try to get it right. These are the days of our lives. A little more guitar, please. Thank you. 63 Blue Fairlane, Beatles on the radio, taking my new girlfriend to a drive-in picture show. Hippie and soldier protesting war took away our innocence, but they left us so much more. And these are the days of our life, like shooting stars in the night. Just a glimpse and then it's over. You better try to get it right. These are the days of our life. The days of our lives come and go like the wind, like the colors of a sunset that we'll never see again. RVs and campers, nothing on the radio. Grandma and Grandpa headed down the road alone. Kids are all grown up, living their own lives, looking toward the future through her grandbaby's eyes. And these are the days of our life, like shooting stars in the night. Just a glimpse and then it's over. You better try to get it right. These are the days of our life. These are the days of our life. These are the days of our life. Thank you. Well, it's been a great day. Had beautiful weather today. A little warm, but it's always a little warm in Florida. That's the way it works. That's why we call it Florida. I don't write a lot of politically based stuff, but I do have one I want to do for you. And I realized recently that there's one line in this song where it sounds like I say old people. I'm actually saying old peoples, as in Grant Peoples, because I was listening to Grant when I got the idea for this song called American Dream. I pulled into that traffic snake up on 95, listening to old people sing about them plowing lines. I'm headed for a job that I don't really want, Lots of folks that want to work and lots of folks that won't. What's happened to this country? Is it just some evil scheme? What's happened to the American dream? Now them that's got keep getting more, and them that don't. We're building nations overseas while we struggle here at home. Now some say we're too big to fail, but history tells a tale. It's one for all and all for one, or it all goes straight to hell. What's happened to this country? Is it just some evil scheme? What's happened to the American dream? Now we put that food on your table, and we put those clothes on your children's back. You took our jobs to a foreign land to avoid paying your fair share of tax. Well, bring back our jobs, bring back our pride, bring back the American dream. Now folks are getting restless and they're looking for some help. You play your games and count your money, but you do little else. When you kill the roots of a giant tree, that giant tree will fall. You better do your job for the country and for the good of us all. What's happened to this country? Is it just some evil scheme? What's happened to the American dream? Yeah, we put that food on your table. We put those clothes on your children's back. You took our jobs to a foreign land to avoid paying your fair share of tax. Well, bring back our jobs, bring back our pride, bring back the American dream. Yeah, bring back the American dream. Won't you bring back the American dream? Thanks. You know, if it weren't for you guys, for festivals like Lake County Folk Fest, Jeff and the whole crowd that gets us together, a lot of these songs would never exist. And I say that with all sincerity. Thank you so much for what you do and how you support us, because sometimes on the way to a festival, a song idea comes out. So I got to thank Mindy Simmons for this one. I was on my way to Sarasota Folk Festival last year when I got the idea for this song called Florida. It's a sing-along too. Help me on the chorus if you would. Drive down to the ocean, waiting for a swim. Seagulls circle so closely, you feel like you're one of them. Sun warming your shoulder, cool breeze in your hair. If you're looking for heaven, you're already there. Florida, only the lucky can call her home. Florida, I'll always come back to you, no matter how far I roam. Sunrise on the water, sunset through the trees. Not a cloud in your blue sky until till we are in need. Gentle rain, mighty thunder, flowers bloom everywhere. If you're looking for heaven, you're already there. Florida, Florida, only the lucky can call her home. Florida, Florida, I'll always come back to you, no matter how far I roam. When I'm cold, you will warm me. When I'm scared, you will comfort. If I'm lost, you will always lead me back home. We must work to protect her from those who would do her harm, by abusing her water and destroying her charm. We don't need to keep building, we need more people who care. Stop looking for heaven, you're already there. Florida, Florida, only the lucky can call her home. Florida, Florida, I'll always come back to you, no matter how far I roam. Yes, I'll always come back to you, no matter how far I roam. But this is my 50th year in show business, and as I go along, the older I get, the more I try to help the young performers that are coming along and give them advice and try to, give them what has worked for me. And sometimes these people are so grateful that they actually will put you in a song. They'll write a song about you, flattering you, and then sometimes they'll write a song about you that maybe isn't quite that flattering. Mike Campbell, get out here, man. As you can see, this newcomer here dresses entirely different from me. So over the years, I have tried to give him advice, and this is what he thinks of my advice. But oh, by the way, right after this, I get to tell you what I think about his song. So here's Mike Campbell, and it's called "The Voice."
It's a little high.
It's called.
I've run into that before.
Say it again.
Did they hear it? The voice of Larry Mangum.
There you go. There it is. Such a beautiful, tender
It
song.
is. And I dedicate to this to my friend Larry Mangum, who used to kick leaves over my toes because he said they were ugly. Now, you can't pick on a songwriter and get away with it for long. I retired from Alaska with my lovely bride to Florida's sunny Gulf Coast.
You need guitar.
Got hired to sing at a summer event, and I surely did not want to roast. Having dressed for hot weather, I was up on the stage. I was singing my very first song. Something was nagging me deep in my brain, like maybe I'd done something wrong. Then the voice of Larry Mangum came sliding up into my ear. When on stage, don't wear shorts. Whatever you do, that is really a terrible idea. He's from North Carolina. He said, terrible idea. You've got the knobbiest knees in the world. I am telling you this as a friend. So always wear slacks when you're on stage or you're singing. Well, that's loud.
And we might let your guitar be plugged in.
Well, I thought they said go ahead. I panicked, I stumbled, I forgot my words. Remorse really comes with a price. Larry, I tried to remember what else Larry said when giving performance advice. He said, don't scratch your butt, don't pick at your nose, and never unbutton your shirt. This was advice from a man who was follically challenged and probably older than the voice of Larry Mangum came sliding up into my ear. Never wear sandals when you're on stage. That is really a terrible idea. Flora, you're messing me up.
You've got
Really?
You've got.
What?
You've got.
You've got the ugliest toes in the world. I'm telling you this as a friend. So always wear shoes when you're on stage or your singing career could end. Well, I was mortified knowing that below my knees, my feet were near fully exposed. Phalanges were wiggling outside of my sandals. In truth, I was showing my toes. My head was exploding, the audience was staring. I felt like I needed to run. I stood there on stage like an idiot child, wondering what else I had done. Then the voice of Larry Mangum came sliding up into my ear. Don't keep your capo up on your guitar. That is really a terrible idea. Your guitar is the classiest thing on the stage. I'm telling you this as a friend. So don't tarnish that headstock, whatever you do, or your singing career could end. Now, capos and sandals and shorts, be damned, I was going to finish my song. Larry would have me dress up in a burqa if it wasn't politically wrong. So I smiled and looked at the audience as I quickly rekindled my zen. I come from Alaska, for crying out loud, a place where men are men. Then the voice that lives inside me came sliding up into my ear. Whatever you do, Mike, don't listen to Larry. That's really a terrible idea. Florida's hot almost all of the time, so don't ever wear shoes or slacks. And don't ever listen to that Mangum guy when he's trying to give you some flack. Yeah, when Larry Mangum tries to give you advice, just think quack, 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 quack.
Great Mike Campbell.
Oh, thank you very much.
Okay, buddy, you know, in science they say for every action there's an opposite and equal reaction. So,
I was waiting for it.
but I need your help. Every one of you are harmony singers, so I want to divide you into thirds, okay? 1/3, middle third, right third. You gotta help me out. Yeah, you too,
We're
Tom.
left. That's right.
Hey, you can help him. Don't help me, okay? Here we go. The way we're gonna do this is
Oh.
Are they doing it, Mike?
They're not doing it.
Oh. shorts and no flip-flops, no cables on your headstock. It's not a rule, it's just a pet peeve of mine. No overalls and no music stands unless you're reading Music Man if you want to be a folked up superstar. You can probably tell when you look at me, I've been around a while. I started playing music when I was just a child.
He's old now.
I'm not sure I'll ever know the secret to success. My advice is free to take or leave. You'll have to do the rest. No shorts and no tank tops, no tuners on your headstock. It's not a rule, it's just a pet peeve of mine. Don't jam along with the jukebox. Dress better than the guys at the truck stop if you want to be a folked up superstar. I may sound old-fashioned, but that's just who I am. I've made my living from the stage, and buddy, I still can. I come from a generation who takes pride in their work. I'm trying to be helpful and not come off like a jerk. Well, I've tried to share some secrets. It took me years to learn. If you don't want to listen, that's not my concern. You can do it your way if that's how it's got to be.
That's it.
But one day you'll be old and gray and still be watching me. No shorts and no flip-flops and no cables on your headstock. It's not a rule, it's just a pet peeve of mine. No overall and no music stands unless you're reading Music Man if you want to be a folked up superstar. And no shorts and no tank tops, no tuners on your headstock. It's not a rule, it's just a pet peeve of mine. Hey, learn your words, don't ramble. You don't want to be like Campbell, and maybe you'll be a folked up superstar. Yeah, learn your words, don't ramble. You don't want to be like Campbell, and maybe you'll be a folked up superstar. Yeah, me and Mike are folked up superstar. Take that, big fella.
I thank you.
You gotta be careful when you're talking to a songwriter. You may live in infamy from then on. I want to play a brand new song for you. It's a sad song. It's rated VS for very sad. But I want to dedicate it to any of our veterans that are here today. Past, present, future. Thank you for your service. This is just simply called War. He never got a chance to be a man. They sent him off to war in a faraway land. He never got a chance to be a man. She never got a chance to be a mom. They sent her off to war just after senior prom. She never got a chance to be a mom. But they were proud to serve their country well, even though they were cast into that hell. They were there to do a job and do it right, even though it was someone else's fight. Routine patrol is what he drew that day. A Humvee driving narrow streets, hoping to avoid the fray. Routine patrol was what he drew that day. She heard a loud explosion very near. A nurse is always ready, they know how to hide their tears. She ran to help while fighting back her tears. destroyed the man she barely knew. The second blast took her and others too. They'd shared a tender kiss the night before. Another unseen tragedy of woe. They never got a chance to fall in love. They never got a chance to fall in love. They never got a chance to fall in love. Thank you. Thank you, veterans. That's going to be on a new album I'm working on. It'll be out about January.
Larry's always fun. He is always fun.
Some of you may not have heard my CD selling song. This is a song called Older Than Dirt that's sold more CDs than all my other stuff combined. So here we go. Well, I can't squat and I can't bend over. I got sharp pains in both of my shoulders. I'm old. I'm older than dirt. I got some of my teeth and none of my hair. I can't hardly hear, but I don't care. I'm old. I'm older than dirt. Well, I can't complain, but I still do when you're as old as me. You will too. There ain't nothing on my body that don't hurt. Well, if don't eat this and you can't have that, take these pills but don't get fat. I'm old. I'm older than dirt. Keeping those chiropractors and masseuses in business. Well, I plan my trips around the bathroom stops with my old body. I don't need clocks. I'm old. I'm older than dirt. I go hair in my nose and hair in my ears. I ain't seen my feet in 15 years. I'm old. I'm older than dirt. Well, I hear you laughing, but it ain't funny. I can't remember where I hid my money. Sometimes I feel dumber than a rock. I go from room to room and I stop and stare. I don't know where I am or why I'm there. I'm old. I'm older than dirt. Pick your white track. Some might say I don't have a care. I spend my golden years in my underwear. I'm old. I'm older than dirt. But I think I'm getting wiser with the passing years. My nose is getting bigger and so are my ears. I'm old. I'm older than dirt. And now senior loving can be real nice. I remember one year when we did it twice. That was twice as much as we did the year before. Thank you, honey. Well, come to the end of my old man rant. I'm gonna go out if I can find some pants. I'm old. I'm older than dirt. And you are too. Yeah, we're old. We're older than dirt. Thank you much. Thank you, Jeff and Steve, for the sound. Appreciate it. Thank Mike for my big special guest today, too.
Oh, isn't he fabulous? He is just fabulous. I couldn't make fun of a funnier guy.
Well, I don't think I've laughed so much in any of your songs. And I've heard a lot of your songs over the years.